Have you ever felt a connection with someone you barely knew, someone you met just once, and yet that moment stays in your heart forever? Today, we will explore a story about such a fleeting encounter, a summer train journey, and a girl at a small lonely station. A story that teaches us about memory, longing, and the quiet power of first love. This is The Night Train at Deoli by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a beloved Indian writer known for his simple yet deeply moving stories. His writing often captures the beauty of everyday life and the emotions that come with it: nostalgia, love, curiosity, and longing. The Night Train at Deoli is a strong set in the mountains, told from the perspective of a young boy who travels every summer by train. It is a story of innocence, hope, and a memory that lingers through time. Today, we will look at the story in detail, understand its emotions, and reflect on the lessons it holds for us. Part 1. The journey begins. The narrator is a young college student who travels to his grandmother's house in Dehra each summer. The train he travels on is his getaway to the mountains, a place of adventure and quiet reflection. On this journey, the train makes a brief stop at a small station called Deoli. Deoli is a tiny, lonely station surrounded by forest and hills. Most days, nobody gets on or off, and the platform feels almost abandoned. Yet, the narrator notices that every time the train stops there, something magical seems to happen. Part 2. The First Encounter. One morning, while the train pauses at Deoli, the narrator sees a young girl on the platform. She is selling baskets, barefoot, simple, shy, yet there is something in her that draws his attention. Her quiet presence, her soft smile, the way she stands waiting for customers all leave a lasting impression. The narrator buys one of her baskets, exchanging only a few words, but that brief interaction is powerful. It is enough to make her unforgettable. This small fleeting moment becomes a memory that he will carry forever. Part 3. The Second Meeting. On the narrator's return journey, he looks for her again, hoping to catch a glimpse of that girl. This time they talk a little. They exchange glances, and in those few minutes there is a silent understanding, a connection that feels almost like first love. He holds her hand briefly, a gentle, innocent touch. The moment is delicate, full of emotion, yet fleeting. The train whistle blows and he has to continue his journey. Even though it is short, the encounter leaves a deep mark on his heart. Part 4. Hope, Longing, and Reality. The narrator promises himself that he will return next summer, hoping to see her again. But when the summer comes, she is no longer at the station. The locals say she no longer sells baskets there. He never searches for her. Perhaps he fears that finding her might shatter the memory he has preserved. He prefers to remember her exactly as she was, innocent, shy, and enchanting, rather than risk disappointing reality. This is the essence of the story: the power of memory, longing, and the emotions tied to fleeting experiences. Part 5. Reflections of Life and Memory. Years pass, yet the memory of that brief encounter never fades. The story shows us that even short, simple moments can influence our lives and leave lasting impressions. Ruskin Bond uses simple words and vivid imagery: the forest, the station, the girls' baskets, to bring the story to life. Through this, he teaches us to cherish small, quiet experiences, to appreciate fleeting moments, and to recognize how deeply they can touch our hearts. The Night Train at Deoli is more than just a story about a summer journey. It is about human emotions, memories, and the impact of small, meaningful encounters. Ruskin Bond reminds us that not every meaningful moment lasts forever. Yet, some remain in our hearts, shaping who we are. This story encourages us to reflect on our own fleeting moments of joy, connection, and wonder, and to understand the beauty in their simplicity. Think about your own life. Have you ever met someone briefly or experienced a moment that stayed with you for years? Reflect on it. For your assignment, write a short paragraph imagining what might have happened if the narrator had searched for the girl. How would the story have changed? How would it affect the memory? This exercise will help you connect with the emotions in Ruskin Bond's story and understand its deeper message about memory, longing, and the beauty of small moments. If you enjoyed this story and our discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more literature stories, summaries, and insights. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Keep reading, keep reflecting, and see how stories can touch your heart in ways you never imagined.